on television right now with an investigation into scam calling.
Hi, I'm the Glasses Guy. I want to tell you my story about the scam texts that I had going on Saturday. Background, I'd never get involved in these guys, but they had sent me a WhatsApp that it was my day off and I was doing house renovations. They told me I had a job. I could make up to $6,000 a month working from home on my phone. I told them I was pumped. I was a 75-year-old widower who had lost his wife 2 years ago and was down to my last $20,000 in the bank. They sent me a link where I could put my contact information for my finances so they could pay me. But I sent them this picture back instead. Temporarily unavailable. Stock picture, I got it off the internet. Told me the website's working, we're sure it is. So I sent them this picture. My VPN was blocking them. Gained stock picture off the internet. They told me to turn my VPN off. I told them I didn't know how, so they sent me this picture back and said, click on that little box. Then I told them, it asked me for a PIN. I asked them, should I get my grandchildren, who had helped me recently clean up my house from this to this, gained stock picture that I got off the internet, which they told me, no, don't get my grandchildren involved. They instead told me, go to the local library and fill out the forms on the computer in the library. Here's the roast that I actually made for that day. I decided to throw that one into the story. I said, hey, I'm going to celebrate by getting this job, fixing up a roast before I go to the library and put it in the oven so I can celebrate with my last roast that's in the freezer with my new job. Then I ghosted them for about 4 hours while they kept texting me, where are you? Are you okay? What's going on? That's when I texted them back and said I'd fallen and badly hurt myself and I was in emergency. Turns out I broke my hip. They told me, don't worry, you can still do this job from a hospital bed. But then don't forget the roast. I told them the worst news yet. My house had burnt down. I had left the roast in the oven. And then they sent me this. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. And then they said they didn't think the job was the right job for me.